Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. In this video we are going to discuss how to print the hollow right-sided half pyramid triangle. So this is the hollow triangle. Okay, so normally we have seen the half pyramid triangles with the with the stars like this, right? In this pattern we have seen the triangle, but here so we are going to print the triangle such that the innermost stars are not available. Okay, so like in this format. Okay, so first of all, if you want to print a triangle in this given format, okay, so you need to know how to print the triangle so in this given format with all the stars. Okay, so here we are going to divide the given triangle in the format of matrix, right? So in the first row, so if you number this given matrix, the first row, second row, third row, fourth and fifth. Similarly here 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5, right? So here, so in the first row we are having one star, right? So in the first row one star is being printed. In the second row 2 stars, third row 3 stars and fourth row 4 stars and fifth row 5 stars are being printed here. Okay, so here that means, so in the ith row, that means in the first row 1 star is being printed, second row 2 stars are being printed and third row 3 stars are being printed. That means the printing of number of stars depends on the row number. Okay, right, so here the printing of the number of stars depends on the row number. So here, so if you want to print a triangle, so first we need to draw a for loop for printing of the rows, and then we have to make a for loop for printing the columns. Okay, so here, so for the given row, so for the first row, so one column is printed, second column is printed, third column, fourth column and fifth column. So after printing the all the columns in the first row, then the control pass to the new line. Okay, and again in the second row the first column will be printed, second column, third column, fourth column and so on. So like that the printing of stars will be done. Okay, so here I equals to 1, I less than or equals to n, I plus plus, so this incrementing of y. Okay, so here you can write either pre-increment or post-increment operation. Okay, so both of them result in same. So here, so for I equals to 1, I less than or equals to n, I plus plus. So this one denotes the printing of rows. So here n value is the maximum number of rows that we want to print. So here I am taking the n value as 5. Okay. So next one is for j equals to 1, j less than or equals to I, j plus plus. So plus plus j, that is pre-increment of j. Okay. So here, so j value is dependent on I because, so here we are having the number of rows are being printed such that, so the number of stars denote the row number. Okay, so that's why j less than or equals to I is taken and j is initialized to 1. So this for loop will print the stars in the given pattern. Okay, so suppose if you want to print the hollow triangle here, so hollow triangle if you want to print, then you have to remove some of the spaces here, right? Okay, see here if you observe in the third row and second column, so the star is missing, right? So we have to remove that star, and similarly fourth row second column star must be removed, and similarly here fourth row third column star must be removed. So if you are going to remove these 3 stars, then the hollow triangle will get printed. Okay, so for that we are going to use the if else statement. Okay, so using the if else statement, so you are going to print the spaces instead of the stars. So if the condition satisfies, then a star is printed, and if the condition is not satisfying, then the space will be printed in the space of instead of stars. Okay, so here we are writing the if condition j equals to 1, j equals to I double equals to n. So how we are writing this code means, so here if you observe, so in the fifth row, that is the nth row, all the columns are filled here, right? So in the nth row, all the columns are filled. That means all the stars are filled here. So that's why I'm taking I equals to n. Okay, so similarly here, if you observe, the first row, first column, the star is being printed, and the second row, second column, the star is printed, third row, third column, star is printed, and similarly here, fourth row, fourth column, star is printed, fifth row, fifth column also, star is being printed. That means if the I value is equals to j, yes, then a star is printed here. Okay, so here if you take, so here the first column is also, so here given that enter the number of rows, so I'm going to input the number of rows as n equals to 5. Okay, and I equals to 1, and this for loop is going to print the number of rows in the given table. Okay, and j equals to 1, j less than or equals to I, increment the j operator. So let us see how to execute this given program. Okay, so here given that I equals to 1 and 1 less than or equals to 5, which is true, and the condition is satisfied, and here the inner loop is going to execute n, here I times it is going to execute. So here given the I value is 1, so it is going to execute the inner loop once. Okay, so j equals to 1 and 1 less than or equals to 1, which is true, the condition is satisfied. Now the control flows to the inner loop. Okay, so here j equals to 1, so here it is mentioned wrong, actually it is I plus plus and j plus plus. Okay, so if j equals to 1, yes, j is equals to 1 only, right? And or j double equals to 1, so 1 equals to 1 and 1 double equals to 1, or I equals to n, so 1 equals to 5. So here two conditions are getting satisfied and third condition is failed. But so since we are using the logical operator or, so if any one of the conditions, it is going to print the star. One condition must be true to print the star. So here two conditions are true, so that's why it is going to print a star here. In the first row and first column it is going to print a star. So after that one, so it will go to new line, so printf new line. So the control goes to the second row. Now it is going to execute I equals to 2, right? Since it is the post increment operation here, so I is incremented to 2. So 2 less than or equals to 5, which is true, and the condition is satisfied, the control flows to the inner loop. So j equals to 1 and 1 less than or equals to 2. So here the for loop is going to execute twice. Okay, so 1 less than or equals to 2, which is true, and the condition is satisfied now. So it is going to print the star here. Okay, since so j equals to 1, that is j equals to 1 already given, that is 1 double equals to 1 is true, and similarly here j double equals to I, that means 1, so j equals to 1, 1 equals to 1, which is true. So here if at least one of the condition is true, then it is satisfied and it is going to print the star. Okay, so there is no need of checking all the conditions. If one condition is true, then the whole condition will become true. So next, So after printing the star, the control will go to the again to the for loop, inner loop. So j equals to 2, 2 less than or equals to 2, which is true, and it is going to execute the if condition part. So 2 double equals to 1, so which is false, and 2 double equals to 2, which is true. So here one condition is true. That means we can print the star, right? So after that one, this j condition will j will increment and the condition will fail. So the control goes to the new line. So when I equals to 3, so here I gets incremented to 3. So 3 less than or equals to 5. So which is true, and the inner loop is going to execute thrice because I value is 3. So j equals to 1, j less than or equals to I, that is 3 less than or equals to I. Sorry, 1 less than or equals to 3. So which is true, and the inner loop is going to execute thrice. So we have to check the if condition part. So if j double equals to 1, so j value is 1, so 1 double equals to 1, so which is true. So here at least one condition is true, so the entire condition will be true. So we are going to print a star here. So again it will, inner loop will repeat here. So j equals to 2, 2 less than or equals to 3, which is true. Okay, which is true. So here if condition will be checked. Okay, so j equals to 2, right? So 2 double equals to 1, which is false, and 2 double equals to 3. So we are comparing 2 and 3, so it is false, and 3 double equals to 5, so which is false. So we are going to print the space here. Instead of star, we are going to print the space. Okay, so here the condition is false, that's why it is going to skip the star and it is going to print the space here. So after that, the inner loop will execute again. So j equals to 3, 3 less than or equals to 3, which is true, and it is going to check the if condition part. Okay, so 3 double equals to 1, which is false, and 3 double equals to 3, which is true. So it is going to print a star here. Okay, so like this it is going to execute. Okay, so similarly here again the condition is going to repeat, and it is going to print all the stars here except the 3 stars. It is going to print all the stars, not here. Okay. So in a similar way it is going to print all the stars in the given matrix. Okay, so this is how we can execute, we are going to debug the given program. Okay, so basically here, so for the right sided pyramid triangle, we are going to remove these 3 stars here, right? So we are going to remove 3 stars. So for removing these stars, we are going to write the if else condition part. Okay, so this is about the debugging of the code. Right sided hollow triangle. Okay, so this is a right angle hollow triangle. So now we will execute this one and we'll see the output. So enter the number of rows you want. I'm going to enter the number of rows as 10. So it is going to print the right sided triangle here. It's a hollow triangle. So here if you observe, in the first row we are having 1 star, in the last row, that is in 10th row, we are having 10 stars. Okay. So here in the remaining part, we are having only 2 stars printed in the each row. Okay, by printing the spaces in the inner side of the triangle. So this is about the left sided hollow triangle. Thanks for watching my video. Please do like, share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.